So student, I will start with the topic current and potential difference. So in the first class, we will discuss about the current. So what is current? What do you understand by current? Current is the flow of charge. Current is flow of charge. Flow of charge. You may say, suppose if you consider the current is I, then flow of charge per unit time is the measurement of current. Flow of charge by unit time is the measurement of current. So Q for charge and T for time. So we can write I equal to Q by T, charge per unit time. So what is the measurement of current? How many charge are flow by how many time? What is the measurement of current? How many charge are flow by how many time? So what is current? Current is the flow of charge in unit time. We can write I equal to Q by T, where I for current, Q denote charge and T denote time. So what is the measurement of current? How many charge are flow, how many charges are flow by how much time? This is the measurement of current. How many charges are flow by how much time? This is the measurement of current. So what is the definition of current? You may simply say that the flow of charge per unit time is the measurement of current. The flow of charge per unit time, or you may say the rate of charge. Rate of charge flow. Rate of charge flow is called current. Now there is a convention about current, the direction of current. There is a convention about the direction of a current. Suppose there is a conductor. There is a conductor. This side positive charge and this side is negative charge. So flow of electron, suppose this point is B and this point is A. So flow of electron will be from A to B. Flow of electron, negative charge. Flow of electron will be from A to B, and conventionally flow of current will be exactly opposite to the direction of electron. Flow of current will be exactly opposite to the direction of electron. So the direction of current will be opposite to the direction of electron moving. This is a convention. So what is the direction of current? The direction of current is the opposite of electron flow. Direction of current, direction of current is opposite to the direction of electron moving. Opposite to the direction of electron moving. Direction of electron moving. So what is the direction of current? If the direction of electron is AB, then the direction of current will be BA, opposite to the flow of electron. This is the convention. So anybody can say that the current is the flow of positive charge, because the flow of positive charge will be this direction, but it is not true. Current is only flow of charge. It may be positive charge, it may be negative charge, or both charge can flow. But when we talk about electric current, then we consider that the current is flow of electron. But actually, if you consider self current, not electric current, self current, there are two types of current, electric current and conventional current. But normally generalized current is the flow of charge. You need not have to mention the positive charge or negative charge. If there is any type of charge can flow, then there will be current. It may be positive charge, it may be negative charge, or both can flow. Okay, does not need to define particular charge for current. Current is the flow of charge. Okay, now what is the unit of current? Unit of current. So what is the mathematical expression of current? I equal to charge per unit time. Unit of charge is coulomb and unit of time is second. So what is the unit of current? Charge coulomb per second, or you can say ampere. So the unit of current is ampere. Now we have to discuss that current is a scalar quantity or vector quantity. Current is a scalar quantity or vector quantity. What is the scalar quantity? The physical quantity that have only magnitude, which have only magnitude, is called scalar quantity. Or what is vector quantity? The physical quantity which has magnitude or some specific value as well as some direction. This is called vector quantity. So from this, what is current? It is a scalar quantity or vector quantity. Current have a value. Suppose there is a copper wire A from B, A to B to point, different point, and the current is 3 ampere. So this is the example. It has a current has a specific value 3 ampere and direction opposite to the electron moving. So it should be vector quantity, but no. Current is a scalar quantity. Current is a scalar quantity. Why current is a scalar quantity? Current is a scalar quantity. Though it has magnitude as well as direction. Why? Why current is a scalar quantity in spite of it has magnitude and as well as direction? Current is a scalar quantity because current does not follow the laws of vector addition. Current does not follow the laws of vector addition. Suppose here is a junction point. Here is a junction point O. From this side 2 ampere current, from this side 3 ampere current, from this side 4 ampere current are meeting at this junction point. So what will be the output? What will be the output? The output will be simply 3 plus 2 plus 4 equal to 9 ampere. Current follows the laws of scalar addition. Current does not follow the laws of vector addition. That's why current is a scalar quantity, not vector quantity. For vector quantity, we have to know that simply magnitude and direction does not specify the vector quantity. The physical quantity, vector quantity will be, should we follow the laws of vector addition, but current does not follow the laws of vector addition, current follows the laws of scalar addition. That's why current is not a vector quantity, current is a scalar quantity. In spite of current has magnitude and as well as direction. What is the direction of current? Opposite to the flow of electron. Now we will discuss about the conductor, insulator and semiconductor. Conductor, insulator and semiconductor. So we should compare conductor, semiconductor and insulator. So what is conductor? The substance that can allow to flow the current. So why conductor allow to flow the current? Because of the conductor there is large number of free electron that can move. Large number of free electron. Large number of free electron. So the current inside the conductor is high. Current inside the conductor is high because of large number of free electron. What is insulator? There is no free electron or very small negligible number of free electron. So what is insulator? No number of free electron. So current flow inside through the insulator is low, very low, or tends to 0. But what is semiconductor? What is semiconductor? There are mainly two substances that is used in semiconductor. First germanium and second silicon. Silicon and germanium. So in periodic table, silicon and germanium are in the group 14. Group 14, just below the carbon, just below the carbon. So silicon and germanium is in group 14 in the periodic table and just below the carbon. So what is the function of semiconductor? Semiconductor, in semiconductor you can control semiconductor. Semiconductor sometimes used as a conductor and sometimes behaves like a insulator. Sometimes behaves like a conductor and sometimes behaves like a insulator. Pure semiconductor behaves like a insulator and impure semiconductor behaves like a conductor. In the semiconductor, you can control the number of free electron. You can control the number of free electron, or you may say you can control the conductivity of semiconductor. You can control the conductivity of semiconductor. You can control the conductivity of semiconductor. So what is the basic difference between the conductor, semiconductor and insulator? The number of free electrons is large number of free electron presence in conductor, very small number or negligible number of free electron presence in insulator, and in semiconductor you can control the number of free electron or you can control the conductivity of the semiconductor. In the pure semiconductor it will behave like a insulator, and impure semiconductor is behave like a conductor. So this is the basic difference between conductor, semiconductor and insulator. Okay, now we will discuss about the potential difference. Have you heard the term again before? Potential difference. So what is potential difference? We know if anybody or any substance is flowing, then there will be absolutely a difference. Just example, just water is flowing, so there will be height difference. Heat is flowing, so there will be temperature difference. Similarly, current is flowing. Why? Because there is a potential difference. For flow of electron or flow of current, we need a potential difference. So what is potential difference? Potential difference. Suppose a unit positive charge. Unit positive charge. What is unit positive charge? Unit, that means the value of the charge is 1. Unit positive charge, that means positive 1 coulomb charge. Unit positive charge, that means positive 1 coulomb charge. So what is potential difference? Potential difference is work done. Potential difference is defined as work done on a unit positive charge to move it one point to another point. To move it one point to another point is called potential difference. So what is the definition of potential difference? Work done on a unit positive charge, that means positive 1 coulomb charge, to move this charge one point to another point is called the potential difference. Suppose there is two difference point. This is point A and point B, and you want to transfer a positive 1 coulomb charge from point A to point B. So the amount of work done per unit charge, work done per unit charge is the potential difference between these 2 points. Potential difference between these 2 points, between these 2 points. So if you want to move a positive unit charge from point A to point B, then the amount work done required per unit positive charge is called potential difference between these 2 points. So mathematically we can write that the potential difference, that means delta V, this delta sign denote the change of potential, or you may delta V, that means V final minus V initial, V at this point minus V from at this point. So potential difference or difference between the potential A and B, potential difference is the work done from A to B. So you may write work done from A to B per unit charge. So mathematical expression for the potential difference is work done per unit charge. So we can write potential difference del V equal to work done from A to B, or initial to final divided by unit charge. So this is the mathematical expression for potential difference, or you may write potential difference between the point B and potential difference between the point A. Same, this is VB minus VA, potential difference of the point B minus potential difference of the point A is equal to the amount of work done on unit positive charge to move this charge from A point to B point. So this is the mathematical expression for potential difference. Now if we consider the not potential difference, simply potential at any point, not potential difference between these 2 points, simply potential at any point. We have to do potential at any point. So what is the definition of potential at any point, not potential difference? The amount of work done on unit positive charge, the amount of work done on unit positive charge to move this charge from infinity to this point, from infinity to this particular point is called potential at that point. Potential at that point. So what is the definition of potential of any point? The amount of work done on positive 1 coulomb charge to move this charge from infinity to this point is called the potential of that point. So what is the mathematical expression for potential of any point?